Sawasdee krab. Thank you for joining us for the midday edition of NBT World Brief right here on NBT and NBT World. I'm Surapan Lautaranarit. The Prime Minister welcomed a delegation of South Korean investors and business leaders, underscoring Thailand's commitment to deepening economic cooperation, technology exchange, and investment in high-potential industries. At the Government House yesterday, Prime Minister and Interior Minister Anutin Charnvirakul met a 27-member South Korean delegation led by Lee Hak-yong, Vice Speaker of the National Assembly. The Prime Minister underscored Thailand's strategic advantages, including its prime location, modern infrastructure, and improving global competitiveness, now ranked 25th worldwide. He highlighted strong opportunities for expanded cooperation with South Korea in smart electronics, clean energy, the creative economy, the defense industry, digital technology and AI, electric vehicles, and semiconductors. Both sides also welcome progress toward establishing the first Korean industrial estate in Thailand's Eastern Economic Corridor, with an MOU expected to be signed soon. Representatives from leading South Korean companies, Daewoo E&C, POSCO, SK Innovation, LG Electronics, Herald Media, and KS Group, expressed enthusiasm for deeper collaboration in smart city development, steel, manufacturing, logistics, and the use of AI across Thai industries. The Vice Speaker of the Korean National Assembly extended condolences on the passing of the late Queen Sirikit and expressed gratitude for Thailand's support during the Korean War. He also asked the Thai government to continue facilitating Korean investors and tourists. The Foreign Minister has reaffirmed that Thailand will continue trade tariff negotiations with the United States, stressing that Washington has not linked the talks to the suspension of the joint declaration with Cambodia. Foreign Minister Sihasak Phuongkietkaew clarified that although the U.S. Trade Representative temporarily halted discussions, President Donald Trump did not raise the joint declaration issue during his conversation with the Thai Prime Minister. He emphasized that security matters and trade negotiations should remain separate, adding that the leaders' direct talks form the essential basis for mutual understanding. Government spokesperson Siripong Angkasakul said the Prime Minister has instructed all agencies to clearly explain that the U.S. has not tied the joint declaration suspension to ongoing trade negotiations. He added that the Prime Minister also urged the Ministry of Defense to accelerate humanitarian demining efforts to demonstrate Thailand's commitment. Meanwhile, Defense Minister Jaranatapol Nakpanit stated that Thailand has cleared mines in 5 out of 13 zones and will continue with the remaining areas, while prioritizing public and troop safety. He stressed that Thailand will proceed even without Cambodia's cooperation.
ไม่ได้กำหนดเวลาครับเพราะว่าการเก็บกู้ทุนระเบิดเนี่ยเราจะไปเร่งรัดไม่ได้นะครับแต่เราทำตามลำดับไปนะครับจริงๆเราเสนอไปตอน GBC เมื่อ10 กันยาเนี่ย13 พื้นที่แต่ปัจจุบันนี้เราเก็บได้5 พื้นที่นะครับเข้าเก็บได้5 พื้นที่เพราะฉะนั้นเสร็จ5 พื้นที่เราก็ต่ออีก8 พื้นที่ถ้าอีก8 พื้นที่นี่เสร็จเดี๋ยวเราก็ขยายต่อเพราะมันมีจำนวนมากเพราะฉะนั้นเราไม่กำหนดเวลาแต่ก็ให้เร่งรัดดำเนินการเพราะว่าคำนึงถึงความปลอดภัยของพี่น้องประชาชนก็ในเมื่อทางคุณเซนบอกว่า100 ปีไม่ต้องเปิดผมก็สบายใจว่าชีวิตนี้ผมคงไม่ต้องคุยกับผมเรื่องเปิดด่านแล้วนะครับ
He confirmed that Thailand has not released the 18 prisoners of war, as Cambodia has not declared an end to hostilities, and all actions must follow law and principle. Authorities are urging residents across southern Thailand to stay on high alert this week, as heavy to very heavy rainfall raises the risk of flash floods, landslides, and overflowing waterways. Southern provinces continue to face dangerous weather conditions, with the heaviest rainfall concentrated around the Khao Luang mountain range and districts including Sichon, Khanom, Tha Sala, and Prom Khiri in Nakhon Si Thammarat. Officials at Prom Lok waterfall are closely monitoring rising runoff and may close all 6 waterfalls in Khao Luang National Park if conditions worsen. The Provincial Disaster Prevention and Mitigation Office has warned 12 districts to prepare for flash floods and landslides as continuous rainfall persists. In Chaya District, Surat Thani, more than 200 millimeters of rainfall caused sudden flooding in 7 sub-districts, blocking several roads and stranding residents. Rescue teams and military units have evacuated bedridden patients and elderly residents and distributed food supplies. In Thanto District, Yala Province, large volumes of runoff swept through Khiri Khet sub-district, raising water levels rapidly and prompting 24-hour evacuation efforts. The Office of National Water Resources, or ONWR, reports that from now until November 23rd, southern provinces may experience rainfall exceeding 200 millimeters, with strong winds expected in the Gulf of Thailand and the Andaman Sea. The Tourism Authority of Thailand, or TAT, is strengthening its push for inclusive travel, welcoming a group of travelers with mobility disabilities from Taiwan for a 5-day pilot tour in Bangkok and Ayutthaya. The Tourism Authority of Thailand and the Association of Thai Travel Agents, or ATA, welcomed 29 mobility-impaired travelers from Taiwan as part of the Taiwan Accessible Tourism Initiative. The group arrived at Suvarnabhumi Airport yesterday, led by Sabrina Chen, CEO of Flow, a BIM and cloud technology social enterprise in Taiwan that supports employment for people with disabilities. The TAT was represented by Pattara Anong Nat Chiang Mai, Deputy Governor for Asia and South Pacific, joined by ATA Secretary General Adit Chairatananon and representatives from Suvarnabhumi Airport and relevant agencies. The 5-day Bangkok Ayutthaya fun trip from November 18th to 22nd features visits to Wat Arun, Asia Teak, a Chao Phraya River Cruise, Wat Mahathat, Sri Ayutthaya Lion Park, and a heritage-themed team-building activity at Wat Phra Si San Phet. Thailand remains a top destination for Taiwanese tourists, recording 852,201 arrivals between January 1st and November 12th, 2025. The TAT aims to attract over 1 million Taiwanese visitors in 2025. And lastly, with international news, authorities in Japan and Indonesia are cracking down on companies and individuals linked to transnational crime, highlighting concerns over money laundering and scams across Asia. According to Kyodo News Agency, Prince Group, a Chinese-owned company based in Cambodia and linked to fraud and human trafficking, has set up at least 3 subsidiaries in Japan since 2022. These include Prince Japan and Canopy Sands Development Japan, both in Tokyo, and they're suspected of laundering money from criminal activities. The owner, Chen Zhu, a Chinese-Cambodian businessman, is blacklisted by the U.S., with assets seized in the United States, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and the UK, totaling billions of dollars. In Indonesia, authorities arrested 27 Chinese nationals linked to a large-scale scam in Batam, Riau Province, and Bekasi, West Java. Among them was WZ, a 58-year-old CEO wanted in China for fraud of about 4.6 billion baht. He fled China in August and entered Indonesia in October, hiding in Batam. Officials acted under international pressure to crack down on organized scam networks in Southeast Asia. And that's a wrap for this edition of NBT World Brief, and you can stay updated with the latest developments right here on NBT and NBT World. For more stories, simply scan the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Have a nice day. สวัสดีครับ